I could tell this story to everybody. I guess I'm up here because somebody felt bad that I was out there freezing because
fucking shit's cold.
Yeah.
I needed to be silent so people could hear me. So I'm outside and somebody sees me shivering. So I'm Carl, by the way. I help Frank do a lot of the stuff backstage and stuff like behind the scenes and stuff like that. And
Awesome.
what we're gonna do is take the video. He's gonna put it on his YouTube, and then I'm gonna take the audio. And I do like a lot of podcasts and stuff like that.
Great.
So we're gonna put it on the podcast. And at the end, we're gonna you can either send Frank a song or you can send me a song, and we'll tie it in with the interview. So it's
awesome.
So if you guys want to start introduce these guys separately and then together as a band.
Yeah. You're gonna go, Tina. First.
Am I okay over here?
You got picked. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, we got all you. I had
Widen the lane.
5 or 6 people up here before.
All right, perfect, good.
She just wants to stay far away because we've been playing together for 20 years. That's the only reason she can't stand us.
Family love, I see.
All right, I'm Tina.
I'm Kathy. Denise Troy, and we are Sister Funk.
Okay, are you guys sisters or just sisters of funk?
We're just funky sisters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sisters of funk.
No blood. The only thing we have in common is music.
Okay, so then I usually ask how'd you guys come up with the band name?
So, actually, that is a different story altogether.
Okay. We got time.
All right, so
Long time ago.
go ahead. Long time ago, about 20 years ago, because we've been together 22 years ago.
Yeah.
Through the time machine.
Yeah, there was an ad in the Village Voice. Do you remember the Village Voice from New York City?
I think it still exists.
No, I don't think it's. Anyway, they're like a musician's paper. You know, you'd find out where all the bands are playing. You'd find out bands that were looking for musicians.
Yeah.
And there was an ad in there looking for singers, keyboard players, guitar, sax players, all these. So we auditioned, and we ended up getting in this backup band for this woman, Susan Sheridan, right? Is that her name? You don't remember? Anyway, this woman set up all these shows. We went and played some theater shows, and the band, all of us were from Connecticut. And when we would be backstage, we would just kind of sing, play, kind of jam in the hotel room. We would get along without the lead singer, Suzanne.
Okay.
I hate to say this because if this gets seen, I see why she told me. I don't remember her name. Anyhow, I'm putting it all up there.
I probably may be able to reverse maybe the name or something. Definitely on the audio one. But
so anyway, we gelled really, really well. And we decided when we got back, we were going to start our own band. And so
I think she got the clue. If we're coming together to say that you guys were seen as sisters without her, I think she got the hint that she wasn't in the sisterly package.
She wasn't it. She was like, and she's wonderful. She's just a diva in her own right.
Yeah,
we
she
were
probably
just
does still. I mean, if somebody wants to do music, you're not going to stop them from doing music.
Exactly.
So I mean, there's bands that break up and then they go form other super bands and all that stuff.
All right, now I'm not going to talk anymore. You guys don't know.
So how long have you guys been together and doing it?
So Denise and I are the original members, and I think our first album came out
1999.
1999, so 2000.
Under Jezebel Moon, and then we morphed into Sister Funk.
Okay.
Kathy's been in 16 years, 15 years?
15, I think.
15
Okay.
years.
That's a good run.
Little while.
I'm exhausted.
Are you guys going to be doing new work, old work, combination?
Tonight we are doing
A combination.
of
We just
our-
released a CD.
Yeah,
Or
it's called Wings
G-Track
to
tape,
Fly.
whatever they call
It
it.
came out in June, so we're going to do a bunch of tracks from that, and then maybe 1 or 2 from the previous CD. Yeah, we have 6 out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Hey, an 8-track out. It's not. I'm not. Me and Frank ain't
some
far off. Me
vinyl.
and Frank are a little older than we look, and we actually 4-track recorder was the first thing I recorded him
us
on.
too.
Beat on 1 track. him on
Yes,
the other,
we still
and
have our little 4-track tape.
I had
still
it up
have
for a
one.
while, and I had the machine, and I finally, because everything's I decided to get rid of it. I don't got room.
It was time.
Are you guys all from Connecticut?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're nutmeggers through and through.
Yeah, okay, same here. You guys got any musical influences, dead or alive?
Ooh, go ahead, Tina. This is very different. All 3 of us have very.
Do I want them all? It's individual difference, so we have time for all.
Most
3.
of my influences, I would say, come from Broadway.
Music theater.
Musicals. And
Broadway's actually great
and
music.
probably then folk. You know,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
Peter
Like
Paul
a
Carole
and
King and
Mary,
Bob Dylan.
Bob
and-
Dylan and
yeah, that
Carly
kind of-
Simon, like
Okay.
all singer-songwriter people.
Yeah.
And you?
I listen to everything, so I like rock, I like country, I like folk. I love.
Your favorite guitar player is who?
I love Hart. I'm a big Nancy Wilson fan.
I'm in what's the singer?
Ann Wilson.
Ann Wilson.
Best singer, one of the best.
I was just watching a YouTube video. She was doing Dream
Has
On,
to be up there, one of the top voices.
No, she is. We've been like Psycho fans. She's a Psycho fan, but I've gone a couple times to meet them. I mean, she won't talk usually before the show.
A lot anyway.
She will put a rap on. Yeah. She's very calm. Yeah. I mean, but unbelievable.
Yeah.
She told me not to drink dairy, not to
all the things you do.
All the things like don't eat spicy food, don't drink alcohol. I'm like, Ann, you're killing me. Yeah.
What are your influences, Denise?
Yeah. I was a heavy metaler. So, I'm talking.
How heavy are we talking?
No, Jeff Tate is one of my favorite singers at Queensryche. I love that kind of music, that deep, like.
Did you get into grunge at all, or?
I did, but I was more along the lines of melodic singing because I'm a singer, so I would follow that.
Well, because I say that because I got into grunge for a lot in Alice in Chains.
They're amazing. Yeah.
That's why I say that because that deep melodic.
It is. It's tough.
So how do you guys want to be remembered? Your work?
I just want to be remembered. I don't care how.
Me as well.
God, that's a hard one.
For me and Frank anyway, so when I make the beat, he does the song. I don't want him to necessarily. I want him to do like a normal street song, if you will, and not necessarily be cheesy neither, but connect with somebody so they might have a good time.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, maybe the message is a good time.
It's interesting because generally Tina will write the more prolific lyrics, where I'm more in your face with it. Like I don't have that ability to kind of.
You do.
Well, I don't know. I don't see myself. I'm more of the like, hey, get up, clap on the dance floor. That kind of poppy writer, where yours is a little bit more deep. Sometimes. Unless mine's a ballad.
Well, the next thing is the creative process. What is the creative?
So generally,
we have as a band, we have different creative processes, both individually and together as a band. We're sort of all over in that, and sometimes we write by ourselves and then bring it to the band to put their stamp on it, and then sometimes we write together.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I'll say to Tina, I have this great idea for my part, but I want you to write something totally different over it vocally, and we'll mash it together. And that, like, OI was how we did it. Came up with this little rhythm, and I said, I'm going to sing my part in isolation. I don't want you to hear it.
Yep.
Then write your part, and then put it together. And it was a fun experiment. So we did that with that on the dance floor. We did that with a couple of songs.
Yeah, music's funny like that. Sometimes it's the coming together or even the solo of it that can make the track work. It's, sometimes you can be real simple, or sometimes it's the most complex song. It's weird what it takes to connect with somebody, you know what I mean? But sometimes I think it takes you going in there to do your part, because the vocal has to be really from the heart, and then the playing has to really be from the heart,
Yeah.
So, where can we find your work?
Oh gosh,
sisterfunk.com.
sisterfunk.com. We're on everything. iTunes, we're on Spotify, we're on Bandcamp, we're on Pandora, we're on every single streaming platform you can imagine.
Well, I think it's important nowadays, unfortunately, you gotta even be on the TikTok and all that other crap. At least, like to get the name, because if you eventually want to get on there, like somebody might take the name of your band. So, and then we end it with two little crazier questions. This one's more for the podcast, but we throw it in there because they've been fun. Do you guys believe in aliens? And you guys can speak separately on this.
This is Denise Troy. Yes, my mom came home one day. It must have been like 1980 something. I was a kid, and she said to me, I don't know where the last 3 to 4 hours went. My car stopped, my radio stopped, and then now I'm home, and I don't remember what happened. So I have to believe that she wasn't on drugs at the time.
Everybody has little stories about them.
About you?
Yeah, I don't think we're the only ones here. There's other life out there for sure.
There has to be something.
Yeah. Something better than what
than
we
this,
are.
right? That I agree with.
Something better than
this has
Old
to
Broadway
be.
coming out.
This can't be it. And do you guys sing in the shower?
Ooh, I do. Absolutely.
Yeah, you do all the time.
I actually don't.
You don't? It's the best place to sing.
Is that considered practice?
I might have to try that now.
You know what it is? Because I don't want anyone else really being bothered, but when you're in the shower, it's your space, it's your time, and yeah, I love the acoustics in the bathroom.
I'll get a little crazy with you there, a little woo-woo. They say that there's a certain percentage of the world is water. We're a certain percentage of water, right? So you're in there with the water.
Yeah.
And I believe maybe there's a connection going on. I believe that singing in the shower is important.
Yeah. All right. Awesome, man.
Thanks for coming on, guys.
Thank you so much.
Yes.